Here is a quick look at the basic rules of fast pitch wiffle ball.
Ooh.
You need 3 to 5 players to field a team. In the field, you have a pitcher and 2 fielders. There's no set position for the fielders, but the most popular alignment looks like this. Unlike baseball, you can have unlimited substitutions in the field. You can even have a pitcher start a game, pull him, then bring him back later to close out the game. On offense, you can have no less than 3, but no more than 5 players in your lineup. Unlike baseball, you cannot pinch hit for a batter. The lineup cannot be changed during the game. The first thing you'll need is a bat and ball. The ball is a genuine wiffle ball that you can get locally or online at excursionsjourneytohealth.com. But you will need to scuff or knife the ball to get results and velocity like this. Most fast pitch bats have a wooden handle and plastic barrel. The barrel is 2.5 inches in diameter and is generally 35 or 36 inches in length. Besides a bat and ball, the most important piece of equipment is the strike zone. The zones are 24 by 28 inches, and the face of the zone is 13 inches off the ground. You will also need a backstop. The backstop is 8 feet wide by 8 feet tall, and it has 2 functions. It will keep you from chasing pitches that miss the zone, and it will also act like a first baseman, but we'll get to that a little later in the video. It is also ideal to have a fence. If you don't have one, you can pick up a few silt fences. You should also have bases. Even though we don't run bases, you'll need them to turn too, and they are key in determining fair and foul balls. If you can't paint lines on your field, get 2 small safety cones and 200 feet of caution tape for the foul lines. For those players that are a little more serious, Excursions Journey to Health has a huge selection of portable fencing and foul lines, as well as just about everything else you would need to get started. 85 to 95 feet down the lines is standard, and about 110 to 120 in dead center is where you want to be. The bases are 45 feet apart. The pitcher's mound is 45 feet from the back tip of home plate. The strike zone is placed 3 feet behind home plate, and the backstop is 2 feet behind the strike zone. 19 feet in front of home plate, there is a cheap line that extends from foul line to foul line. Batted balls need to pass this line in order to be in play. If the ball doesn't pass this line, it will be considered a foul ball. There's just one more thing before your field is ready. Go down each line 62 feet from the back tip of home plate and paint a line that runs parallel to the base paths. If you can't paint, this is where the cones come into play. Place the cones 62 feet down each line in foul territory. Everything inside this box is the infield. This is an important part of the game and determines how you will be able to record groundouts. For the most part, the game follows the same rules as baseball, but there are a few differences. The game is 5 innings long, played over a 22-game season. There's no base running, aside from the home run trot. To draw a walk, you'll need 5 balls instead of 4, and hit by a pitch is just a ball, unless you get hit in the face. Then you get to take your base. Since there is no base running, where you end up on base is directly related to where the ball lands. Obviously, a home run is anything hit over the fence. A triple is any ball that hits the outfield fence on a fly, as long as it's in fair territory, and that scores all base runners. A double is any ball that rolls or bounces to or past the fence. All base runners move 2 bases. And a single is any other ball that lands in fair territory. All base runners move 1 base. Just like baseball, if you catch a pop-up, it's an out. But ground outs and double plays are a little different. Provided a ground ball is fielded before it comes to a stop inside the infield, as marked by the infield lines or cone, the fielder then must throw the ball to the backstop. In this case, the backstop acts like a first baseman. To record an out, the fielder must throw the ball and hit the backstop or strike zone. Double plays are similar, but you will need 2 fielders and a base runner on first. The first player will field the ball and then throw the ball to a second fielder covering second base. To complete the play, the fielder covering second must throw the ball and hit the backstop or strike zone. Groundouts and double plays will always result in the lead runners being called out. In addition to fielding a groundout and converting a double play as previously shown, the pitcher can also field any fair ball in front of the mound, whether it is moving or not. He can then throw to the backstop and successfully record an out by hitting the strike zone or backstop. The pitcher can also turn an unassisted double play with a runner on first by fielding a ball and hitting the strike zone on a fly. For a more in-depth view of the rules, visit our forum at PalisadesWBL.com and download our 2012 rulebook.